So I'm Phil,
And I'm Jerid.
and we did intercollegiate sports, and we're part of the Bears group. So the chapter we read was basically about intercollegiate sports, and basically they started as student-organized events. They weren't governed by the schools at all. It was all organized by the students themselves, and the first intercollegiate event was a crew race between Harvard and Yale in New Hampshire, and the reason why it wasn't in Yale or Harvard was because it was sponsored by the Boston, Concord, and Montreal Railroad Company, and they wanted people to take the train service to New Hampshire from Yale and Harvard so that they can make money and promote their business. So that's why it was in New Hampshire.
The next sport to be played in intercollegiate is baseball between Amherst and Williams, which are two of today's most successful Division III schools athletically. And then football's first game is played November 6, 1869 between Rutgers and Princeton. And as a result of the many injuries and deaths because they played to death, the Intercollegiate Athletic Association of the United States established to regulate the game, which later adopted the name the NCAA.
So the NCAA, when it first began, it only oversaw the game. They wanted to regulate the game, as Jerid said, to reduce the amount of injuries and deaths because of the dangerous nature of the game. So as time went on, the NCAA began to evolve as not only an administrative body to regulate the game, but also other aspects that go into college sports, such as GPA requirements, oversaw recruiting, and developed women collegiate sports as well. And the basic purpose of the NCAA, it was stated in the chapter, is to maintain intercollegiate athletics as an integral part of the educational program and the athlete as an integral part of the student body, and by so doing, retain a clear line of demarcation between intercollegiate athletics and professional sports. So basically this statement just shows that it's not just exclusively sports, but in the educational realm of the school as well.
So for the industry, television rights, some conferences make money on the television rights that's exclusively to their conference. The revenue made from the television program is distributed among the schools in the given conference. For example, like the Big Ten Network or the SEC station. And for football and the bowl games, teams within a given conference can represent their conference. And if they win with the bowl game, the revenue collected from that game is also distributed throughout their entire conference, not just the team that won the game.
So another aspect to the industry is the difference between athletic directors from Division I schools and athletic directors from Division III schools. Division I schools have a lot more money to work with, which gives them more leeway, and it also gives them the ability to hire more people to take on different responsibilities, and they also have more resources available to them. And whereas Division III athletic directors don't have as much money and therefore will sometimes take on more responsibilities and don't have the ability to hire others to take on those responsibilities.
For the challenging issues, we thought it would be best to talk about the race going on in the NCAA and the issues with that. In fall 2009, Randy Shannon was the only African-American head coach at the one of the 6 major conferences. And there are a total of only 13 African-American head coaches in the FBS, and 7 have since been hired. And the controversy is discrimination against African-Americans applying for intercollegiate jobs. Overall, it just makes the NCAA look bad because they're predominantly white head coach base, and which can lead to bad business because it kind of shows that they're looking for only whites, not just African Americans or any other race.
So when reading this chapter, we thought about some career implications that we might have taken from this, and race really did stick out for us. So basically, when running a business, you can't hire on the basis of what people look like. It's not good for your business. You have to look past what they look like and evaluate what they actually bring to the table as a person. Judging a potential employee based on what they look like could be a lost opportunity to make your business better, and you don't want to do that. So,
All right, thank you.